Marjorie's not here, so I'll take minutes for us. All right, time is 10 a.m. We have Jean, Chris, and special guest, Tracy. All right, meeting starts at 10 a.m. I have a few agenda items. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you all on our last meeting for the summer, on the second day of summer. So a handful of agenda items that you've seen that are recurring. We do have a guest speaker. Tracy is with us today. Tracy, would you like to introduce yourself and maybe tell us a little bit about your work?
Sure. Okay. My name's Tracy Levine, and I am the Benefits and Grant Navigator for the town of Easton. I've been here since March 2022. Happy to be here, and thank you for having me. My job is to identify benefits, resources, grants at the local, state, or federal level. So I thought I'd just go over a few that I think are uniquely beneficial to seniors in the town of Easton. The first one I'd like to highlight is the SNAP program, which is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And that is run out of DTA, which is the Department of Transitional Assistance. So many seniors are living with food insecurity, and many are already accessing the food bank or receiving Meals on Wheels, but a lot of seniors don't know that they can also apply for SNAP. And basically, you fill out an application, submit it to DTA, and then they have a formula that they use to determine if you're eligible. The formula that they use for seniors is actually a little different than what they use for folks under 60. So someone might think that they're not eligible, which they actually might be. So I always encourage people to just fill out the application and then take it from there. One difference in what DTA does do with seniors is that they do an asset test. And if anyone is interested, feel free to reach out and I can give you the figures for assets. During COVID, there was a big change to SNAP. Every household that had applied or were already on the program received a significant increase in benefits. On average between $100 to $200 extra per month. So that went on for over 2 years. It recently came to an end. The government decided it was time to end the extra benefits. Massachusetts, they did pass a bill which meant that the end of benefits wasn't so abrupt. So what they decided to do was for 3 months, they would give folks 40% of whatever the extra benefit was, the extra benefit amount, and they would receive that for 3 months. And I believe that is coming to an end. What DTA is encouraging folks to do is to submit any change in household expenses, medical bills, particular for seniors, and then they will take a look and kind of determine if they can make an adjustment to the amount. Any questions?
What is DTA?
DTA is the Department of Transitional Assistance.
Okay.
And that's a state office that oversees the SNAP program.
And the SNAP program is financially based?
Yes. What happens if you're approved, you'll receive like a card. It looks like a debit card that has your name on it. And you'll receive a code, and then they determine the monthly amount. So each month you will have funds deposited onto that card that you can then use at the grocery store.
So it's a debit card?
Yes, it's like a debit card, and you have a unique PIN that you'll use.
And eligibility is financially based?
Yes, for seniors, it's household income plus the asset test.
Okay. And assets are what?
I believe that they just changed the asset test for 2023. It went up to $4,250. But as I said, for seniors, they do it like on a case-by-case basis. So even if you think that you might be over asset, I would still apply and see what deductions they might be able to apply.
Assets meaning savings accounts?
Check-ins, savings, IRAs, CDs, anything that is like cash-based.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. The second program that is not as advertised as the SNAP program is the Mass Health Buy-in program, which when you receive Social Security, the majority of people pay for Part A and Part B. And that is that $164 that is taken out of your Social Security amount. A lot of people don't know that if you fall within a certain income eligibility guideline, that Mass Health will actually pay that Part A and Part B. And I do have a little cheat sheet because the figures actually just recently went up. So for a single person, if you are receiving $27.34 or less, you can actually apply for the Mass Health Buy-in program. And what will happen is if you're approved, Mass Health will then pay that $164 on your behalf. There is also an asset test for that, and that also went up. For a single senior, it's $18,180, and for a couple, it's $27,260. I've actually been doing quite a few of these applications recently, and what I've noticed is the turnaround time is very fast, 2 to 3 weeks. It's not something that's retro, so it will just be effective on your next benefit date. And last but not least, if there are no questions,
Where would you find this?
you can get the application online. If I have the application, if you Google Mass Health Buy-in Program.
Okay. So it'd be under Mass Health.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's very easy to find. The application itself is probably 16 to 18 pages long. No, however, it's
like
all
a mortgage.
information. It's all information. The actual application that you complete and send in is actually 2 pages long. And it's very simple. Bio, social security number, send it off, and then they'll send you a letter.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
You. Yeah.
And then last but not least is the South Shore Habitat, let me just get the correct title, Critical Home Repair Program. That is a grant-funded program through South Shore Habitat for Humanity. The program is while funds last. And basically, they will pay up to $10,000 to repair the home of a senior as long as the repairs are like safety-based. For example, if you have a ramp and it needs to be repaired, you could potentially get that covered. If you need handrails, grab bars, roof repair, weatherization, repair siding. So if you fall within a certain income eligibility, they will send someone out, a contractor. He will assess the home and potentially say that yes, they will give you up to $10,000 to make any repairs. I have done some of those applications, and there have been times when they didn't actually have the funds, and then in a couple of weeks I would get a call to say that the funds have been replenished and that they can go ahead and do the repair. And Easton is one of the towns that is under their umbrella.
I have a question.
Sure.
How do you find out how much a couple would have before they would be uneligible for this?
For the critical repair
Yeah.
program, the application, it asks you to give that information. So once they receive the application, they use a formula. I'm not sure what the formula is, and then they decide if you are eligible for the program.
And that's on the web too?
Yes, I believe the application is on the South Shore for Habitat
Okay.
website. I'm not sure if the income eligibility is there.
How could I find that out?
You could call. Beth Lyons is the program director, and she's always happy to answer questions. Also, feel free to call me, and I can find out any information that you need.
That's good, because we've been doing some research.
Mm-hmm.
Both my husband and I have gone down the stairs,
Oh, okay.
and we've been finding out different things. And elevators cost anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000 for an elevator. And if you have a stairway,
Mm-hmm.
you go up,
Mm-hmm.
turn. If it's not wide enough up at the top,
Mm-hmm.
nothing they can do.
There's nothing they can do.
And those are right up there in prices too.
Yes. Are you talking about an elevator or one of the stair chairs?
Elevators and the stair chair.
Okay. Okay.
If your house is old
Mm-hmm.
and it's very narrow up
Mm-hmm.
the top, you'd have to take down part of the wall
That makes sense.
in
Yes.
order to get the chair so it goes level,
Mm-hmm.
so you could get out of the chair. And if your income is a certain amount, then
Right.
there you go.
That's a
Right.
problem.
That's a problem, yes. I know that there are places that you can rent the stair chair from, but
If you
you
can't get it up
right,
there,
that makes no sense, right?
no, 3 different companies told us, no, you can't do it.
So I'm not sure what the plan B is for that. Yeah. But you could reach out to South Shore Habitat because they do a lot of good work and they help a lot of seniors, a lot of veterans, so maybe they might be able to point you in the right direction.
All right, thank you.
I'll pass
Is
it
it
on to the Age-Friendly
possible?
Action Committee.
Pardon?
I'll pass it on to the Age-Friendly Action Committee and see if they can pull some resources for
Oh,
it.
all right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We're having problems with woodchucks too now.
I've
That's
got
what happens
rabbits.
when you live in Easton.
Rabbits
Now,
everywhere.
this is a huge woodchuck.
Oh dear.
He's eaten all our plants.
This is where we
that
start to
had
spiral,
planted.
Tracy.
Gotta go from
We
here.
usually make it 1 or 2 agenda items. Here comes the comedy hour.
Okay. Okay. So,
Okay,
yes,
thank you.
You're so welcome. And feel free to reach out with any other questions. I'm typically here Monday through Friday, and thank you for having me.
You're at the
Yeah.
town
Thank
hall?
you.
Yes, I'm right here in this
Thank you so
building.
much.
No,
Wait a
no,
minute.
I'm not at the town hall. No,
Okay.
I'm right here
You're
in
here.
Farthington Hall.
Yep.
Well, that was very nice. That was very informative. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Very-
it.
You're very
nice.
welcome.
I
Have
didn't
a
know
good
about any of
morning.
these, really.
Uh-oh.
So this is why we invited Tracy.
Yes.
And as you can all hear, some of this stuff was relatively complicated, long, might not be something somebody can handle or feels comfortable handling on their own. So
Right.
it's a great highlight of why Tracy's so invaluable to our department.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Have a good morning, guys.
Thank
Alright.
you.
Tracy.
Excellent. All right. Moving
That was
on.
very informative.
Yeah,
That's very good.
she is terrific.
And I've seen her in here and didn't know what she was doing.
She's in the-
always,
she's in the
always
old
very busy.
veterans.
Yeah,
Office,
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
How does she come in the
Yeah,
door?
I see her every
She-
Thursday
Yeah.
when I come in here.
Alrighty, folks. Our second agenda item is board structure and member roles. So the Recreation Commission did something similar, but I believe with the fiscal year coming to a close, calendar year, well, the board tenure year coming to a close, we need to do a vote on a chair, potentially a vice chair, and then a minute taker for our commission. I know Jean is currently our chair, but at this point, we'd open it up for nominations, do a vote for each particular position, and then we'd pass it on to the clerk's office. Make sense?
I think so.
Yeah, so we'll start with the chair position. Does anybody hope to run for the chair position? Jean, do you hope to return as our chair?
No.
No.
I wish somebody else younger could do it.
That leaves us.
I'm really not interested.
I'll,
Okay.
yeah,
Anybody want to oppose?
I didn't think so.
No.
I'm gonna make some notes here before we get too far along. All right, we'll do a quick vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Matt, Chair. All right. Any opposed? None. Unanimous. Excellent. pass that on to the clerk's office. Is anybody interested in holding a vice chair position? Sort of if Matt's not here or is sick, they would hold the vice chair and Bill
Was
is.
there any vice chair before? No, I
No,
didn't.
it's-
No.
I know it's not uncommon
That's
for
why
other
I
boards and
was
committees.
the chair. Was a chair for 5-10 years or something like that. And Adele used to do the minutes. So she was the,
Yeah,
The
that's
secretary.
way back.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I will do it.
Donna? Okay. Would anybody want to oppose Donna as our vice chair? Okay. All in favor? All in favor. Any opposed? Unanimous. All right,
See,
Donna.
Your job is to keep me healthy.
Keep them in line.
Okay.
Excellent.
What's your Cal?
Yeah.
Minute taker, I believe Marjorie was our minute taker, and she said she was a bit ill today, so she wasn't going to make it in. We can save this for the next meeting. I did this with another board just to make sure that if she wants to run, she has an opportunity,
Mhm.
and then we can have a discussion from there and a vote if needed. So I'll make a note. We're going to put a pin in minute taker for our, what do we say, September meeting or August meeting? We'd reconvene.
September.
September.
After Labor Day, right? Or didn't we set
believe
a
so.
date?
We will at the end of the meeting. I think end up being like the 6th or 7th.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. I'll pass that information along to the clerk's office. Thank you both. Programming updates. A few updates, a lot of the same. A lot of our programs are still running, going very well. It seems like a lot of people are taking advantage of the 1 punch per day for the punch card. Some new things we have on the horizon. Our AARP series will be starting and is coming up. That may be starting in June. I didn't write that date down. We do have our Zumba instructor, Marlene Leal, running another Up on Your Feet cardiovascular fitness class involving some weights. That'll start on 8/2 at 9 a.m. Additionally, we had last week.
Can I ask,
Go ahead.
is that Zoom? Is that what you said?
No. Our Zumba instructor,
Oh,
Marlene
Zumba,
Leal.
sorry.
Yep.
Ears aren't working.
It's very close.
Yeah, there's been a lot of inquiries for programs that involve a little bit more weights, a little bit more movement, cardiovascular. I think we do a lot of like the low intensity fitness really well, so adding those things into our program at earlier times. I was really excited about the 9 a.m. time to hopefully bring some more people in here and offer something we haven't offered. Last week we had a musical performance from a local country music band. It went really well. I think we had almost 20 people in the building for it. The music was fantastic. It was up against my wall to my office, so it sounded great. The leader of that group will also be coming back, I think it is either next week or the following week in July, to run a Games for Seniors. It'll be sort of like, it's hard to describe, but if you've ever watched like Minute to Win It, it's games sort of like that. Obviously for the folks that come in the afternoon. We're going to do some registration. People are also welcome to stop by and watch. It'll be in the July coordinator, which I hope to have out by Monday of next week. So I definitely encourage people to check that out. Based on some of the stuff she showed me, it's going to be a pretty good time. It'll be something a lot different than what we've offered
When
in
is
the
that
past.
date?
I don't have that written down. It'll be in the coordinator, though, for
Okay.
July.
Is that Joni? Joe?
Yep.
Is she in?
Yeah, she's great. That's that one. As I mentioned before, in August, we have our senior team Jeopardy program coming in. That'll be great. I believe it was run in Somerville and Medford late last year, and the individual that runs it was willing to come to Easton and run it here as well. So I know I shared that the last one, so that's sort of old business. Additionally, something that's near and dear to my heart, our caregiver swim lessons at the town pool. Registration is now open for that. I know this is something that my grandparents and I took part in when I was young. Sort of hoping to see a lot of people come in and register for that. It's only $95 per lesson session. The caregiver swim, obviously we need somebody in the pool at all times with the younger children. So keep an eye out for that. That's on our new recreation platform. That's on the town website. Any questions about any of those programs so far? Okay. And last but not least, senior memberships at the town pool are staying at $20. The town pool will be open from 7/1 to 8/23. Same dates and times, pending lifeguard availability as the past. Excellent. Facility updates. This will be a relatively brief one. Again, opening of the town pool is going to be July 1st. We will have Frothingham Hall closed on 7/4 in observance of the holiday. We'll be open on the 3rd and the 5th. A reminder from our last meeting, we were allocated $50,000 for our parking feasibility studies. We're working with DPW to draw out some initial plans, understand some of the costs, lay out some of the groundwork for the project. I'm hoping by September we have some more updates that I can pass along. We are also allocated $50,000 for the town pool. With this, we were able to buy some new safety chairs for the lifeguards, lay down fresh sand at the pool, and make some repairs to the ADA ramp.
Question.
Yes.
It says on the minutes that Kennedy was requested and was allocated $100,000 for parking at Frothingham Hall.
That's a good
And
point.
you said $50,000.
For the town pool. It may be $100,000 for parking.
Okay, so it
Think we'll
says
find out.
$100,000 for parking at Frothingham Hall. Plan will address street parking and all blah, blah, blah. All of that stuff.
So that money's just for planning, it's not for the actual execution?
I'm not totally in the know about how it's going to be broken down. I don't know how much a plan costs for that type of thing, especially if we're doing it in-house or some of it in-house.
But he said 50,000. I said, wait a minute, it's on the
Yeah,
minutes, it's 100,000.
you're right.
Yes. We definitely have $50,000 for the town pool, and those are some of the things that we're
Okay.
doing.
Okay. And did you say we have a lifeguard?
We do. We have a
Okay.
handful of lifeguards, yeah.
Okay, just wondering, okay.
Excellent. Repairs the ADA ramp. So that is everything for the facilities update. Any questions? I'll try to provide clarification via email. That may have been unclear. Okay. And then we have our minutes from our May meeting. Hopefully folks have had a chance, since that's a little bit late in here. Do folks need a minute to read it?
Do we want someone to read it? Is that what you said?
Have folks had a chance to read it? It looks like people are reading it
Folks
now.
had a chance to read it. I glanced at it.
What's that one for the AARP kickoff? 6 Pillars of Health Program, Brain Program. What is that? Brain health?
Yeah,
It
that's
includes our brain?
one of our speaker series for AARP.
Oh.
Any questions or recommendations for revisions for the minutes?
No. Motion to accept?
There you go.
That's the chair. Matt. All in favor?
Second. Oh, 2
Any
seconds.
opposed? Unanimous. Excellent. Okay, staff notes. I do not have any. I hope you all have a good summer. That's the only comment that I have.
So our next meeting is in September, is that
Yeah,
right?
take a look at our calendar.
Say, you said September.
Let's see. in September. I believe the first Thursday is the 7th.
Okay.
That'd be at 10 a.m. Via Zoom. Just kidding.
Did you say Zumba?
I think he's just happy not having us around for 2 months.
I think so.
It's gonna be a very, very busy summer for me, but these meetings are always welcomed. Any member notes?
No.
Lynn?
I just want to let, I don't know if I handed it in or not, but the ladies from the Aging with Grace program signed a paper saying they would like to have him back,
Okay.
and I can't find that paper. That was given to me. I said, did I already hand it in because we skipped a meeting and everything? I said, I don't remember, but it's not where I put it. So it has to be somewhere, but they'd like to have him back in September. Joe, his name Joe?
You put it in a safe spot.
It is where you put it.
It's
You
a
just can't
safe
remember where
spot.
that is.
No. I put it with other papers that I knew that were important. And I went looking for them this morning. I said, I'll be a son of a bitch, not here. And I said, maybe I already gave it to him unconsciously. I do that too.
Yeah.
It's terrible getting old.
Oh, but these young people.
Yeah, you're young people yet. You're not there yet. He's young yet. But I just want to make a note of that in case
Sure.
I didn't give you the paper. I might find it at home somewhere.
I'll connect with Joe and see if that's something we can accomplish.
That's terrible. You know, people give you something, you're supposed to do something with it, and you forget about it.
St. Anthony always works for me. You know.
Okay, are we,
I think.
do we
Any other
have,
comments?
No.
Nope.
We all
Nope.
set?
Comments, recommendations? All right. Any motion?
Aye.
Jean,
Aye,
then
aye,
Lynn,
Aye, aye, aye.
and all in favor? Any opposed? Thought Donna wanted to, oh, you wanna hang out?
No, I favor the
Delayed.
delayed reaction.
And unanimous. All right, excellent. Thank you all. I hope you all have a fabulous summer.
thank you.
Thank you, you
too.
too.
Good summer too. Thank you.
All righty, I'm gonna miss you guys.